The ones I run into, the local business owners, kind of see it as kind of like a lot of older people do, as it's just a tool to communicate with friends and family, and not so much in terms of business and what they could gain from it. So what I try to do is I try to sit down with them, explain to them how they could get more business from social media and just give them a better understanding, really.
Are they missing out on the capabilities of what social media can do for them?
Yeah, they definitely are. A lot of people are right now. A lot of companies, even a lot of bigger businesses, are kind of missing out and just thinking it's a plaything or it's just for kids. But they're not truly realising there's a lot you can gain from it, a lot of exposure, a lot of ways your business can grow in new technologies and new ways.
Give an example of that.
Trying to think of an example. An example would be in terms of there's a modelling agency, Face for Music, and what they do is they have shoots all over with urban rappers, singers, that type of thing, but then through Instagram they can get bookings through there. So every one of their models is on Instagram, you can get bookings through there, put the information in the bio, and it will just spread like that. And then that way you can even have 15-second clips of the models showcased of previous work they've done, and that's how you would gain more business and more bookings.
So you can integrate. So it's not just having one. I have a Facebook and a Twitter. I don't use any other ones, but someone like me, like other people, could be missing out by not connecting these other ones together.
Yeah, so for example, Mark, did you tweet today that your show was coming on at 8 to 10?
The team probably did, yes.
The team probably did. We'll have to check that out there. But yeah, you would connect up maybe your Twitter to your Facebook. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but in this instance it would be good letting people know that you're on 8 to 10, any requests they have, put the phone number out there and getting the engagement building, because I'm sure you've got quite a big following in the community.
Mm-hmm. Now, are there dangers out there by going onto the internet and doing these things? We heard earlier this week in Northamptonshire two police officers had to resign based on they were found in uncompromising positions. I mean, is it the way people use it? Is it dangerous?
It can be dangerous, but that just depends on the type of person you are and the type of things that you put online. We all know where to draw the line in putting things online. There's all touchy subjects sometimes we shouldn't speak about, and people do take the wrong way, because the way you read something is not necessarily the way someone interprets something. But so social media can be dangerous there, and that's why you said these two constables.
Now, what can we do to protect ourselves then with social media? Because even though some of these things are there, people can still see some of your secret things, I've been told.
They can, but there's various measures of security you can put in place, making sure the people that you're adding online, interacting online, are really those people, making sure you don't put too much information online, because from some people's profiles you can work out where they work, what cars they have, who they hang around with, their kids. So it can be very dangerous. It just depends on the type of person you are and type of information you want to limit about yourself online, because people don't need to know everything about you, so sometimes you don't need to put everything online.
So what would you consider as a healthy balance then?
A healthy balance, if I'm going to a festival, I will put that up because I maybe want to interact with the people going to a festival. If I'm going to Morrison's or if I'm just going to the Tesco's, I won't necessarily put up things like that. I think kids is kind of like a touchy subject, putting up young kids online sometimes as well, because you never know who sees those images. Like you said, it is just a healthy balance of that and healthy balance of common sense as well, not putting too much stuff online.
So you inform businesses of how they can probably market themselves better or get themselves out there. How long have you been doing that, and how does it work here in Northampton?
I've been doing this a number of years. In Northampton, say for example this year I've worked with an accountant, I worked with a human resources manager, singers, and I'm going, like I said, we're going to be working with you soon, Mark, in the future.
Thank you.
The businesses, we have an initial consultation where we just sit down, go through your social media, good parts, the bad parts, what we can improve, and then we go from there in terms of graphic design may be needed. We might need to do some videos and getting yourself really out there, because a lot of businesses are just maybe tweeting but not putting effort into their tweeting. They're just saying, come into the store. Okay, it's a response and it's something that's going to activate the community, but it's not really. So we have to get videos out there, like I said, more posters, graphic design things, maybe get a hashtag going and that type of thing to really engage with the community online. And
that's where a lot of people are, aren't they?
A lot of people are online. Nearly every single person's online, even you, Mac. You may not be interacting as much as you should be online, but you are online, and that's the main thing.
All right, so for more information around these Twitters and the Facebooks, the LinkedIn, and the so on. There's so many of them. I mean, where can one go to decide which is right for them?
It really depends on the type of business that person's doing. Not every social network is right for everybody. Not every business needs to be on Facebook. Not every business needs to be on Twitter. We would go through and see what platforms you need to be on, what platforms you don't need to be on. You don't need to just follow the crowd. Snapchat is getting really big, but it doesn't mean you have to follow the crowd and be on Snapchat. You have to assess whether you do have to be on there.
So, David, what is it about all of this social media, social network? What is it that attracts you to it and makes you want to work in this area?
I've kind of grew up on social media. I'm quite young, and I grew up into it and was on social networks a lot from the MySpace days and even before that. And I've seen a lot of opportunities that businesses were losing out on. They wasn't presenting things properly. They wasn't marketing correctly to the age group they thought they was. And that's where I come along and show them how to market correctly to the industry they want it market correctly to.
I see you wearing a T-shirt in here. It says 17th floor. Whose marketing is that then?
This is me marketing, but I've also in collaboration with another company called Alternate Apparel. They are down the road. They're in York Road, and they do custom printing as well. So I do phone cases with them. I know everyone can't see, but Matt can see there's a phone case with my company name on the back of it. Phone cases, T-shirts, that type of thing. So I branded myself and always do have a representation of my business with me, whether it's a jumper, my phone case, at all times. Yeah. And
so to finally wrap this up, do more BME people need to take more advantages of the social networks out there?
Definitely. Instead of using it maybe just to connect with family, maybe you could go to my website, the17thfloor.com. You could book a session. We could have a sit down. It's a free consultation, and we can see what you could learn from me, how I can learn more about your business and how I can market your business.
And of course there are other businesses like you out there to give advice to, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I was working with an accountant this year, human resources, musicians. I've got a wide range of knowledge that can suit a wide range of businesses.